What's up, fellow clashers? It's Apollyon here, bringing you the end of our last clan war against Black Badgers. Check out the Town Hall 9 attacks for a little bit deeper summary. These guys are part of the Clash Tutors clan family. We were going to go against the Green Goats a month ago or so, and we didn't end up matching with them, but we randomly matched up with Black Badgers, so we were happy about that. We almost had a perfect war, just dropped left 1 star on the table. So we're going to look at the Town Hall 8 attacks. I will say that you guys from Black Badgers, if you're watching this, we appreciate the war. Mix up your Town Hall 8 bases a little bit. I've seen a couple of the internet forum bases in here, like the Keoki and a couple of anti-2s. Work on those bases. Check out Power Bangs, how to build a base type thing, and how to design bases and all that kind of stuff. And there's a couple other good YouTube videos out there of how to design bases. I think One Hive has an excellent example of how to build bases. So, go ahead and grab some of those. Otherwise, when we hit them, we already know because they are forum bases. So let's go ahead and check out number 17. We're going to have a lot of cool different attacks here. This is a GoHo, a cold-blooded GoHo with just using double poison and some wall breakers. So this one is not a bad. This is an anti-3 base, not a bad base at all. So he sends that cold-blooded golem in there, and we'll go ahead and drop those wizards to do the funneling, and we're going to go ahead and speed things up a little bit. There we go. Drop some hogs in there to take out some defenses while the golems are tanking. That's always a good idea. Grabs the lure, and this is where the change in the poison is going to happen. This will actually not. If you use this type of attack and do just a regular going lure and don't pull it out and just drop a poison, this should work exactly the same. That dragon was focused on the golem while it was being poisoned, so it would have no reason to jump out of that poison and move somewhere else. So very, very cool. And we're going to go send these hogs in a counterclockwise measure. Uses that poison to kill that skelly trap, which is always a good thing. Very nicely done there too. And still has 2 more heals left over right in the middle of that giant bomb. Perfect. That's awesome. The hog's getting healed right back up to full again. And they'll have 1 more heal left. So just making their way around the base. Still has 2 more hogs. Not even really necessary to deploy them. Might use them to go ahead and do cleanup. But this base is completely crushed right now. Wizard Tower is going to go down, and the hogs will go ahead and focus on those skelly traps standing in heals. Does drop those hogs down on the bottom for cleanup. In fact, if you want to, you can drop 1 on each side, because those hogs will do some serious cleanup, and unfortunately they will get taken out by that king. And we're almost all done. That king is just pounding on these poor hogs. They will get revenge. If not, that wizard would have while the hogs were tanking. So very nice attack. Way to start us off with those 3 stars. Number 18. Going to do a GoVaHo, and we're going to use quad quake on this one instead of wall breakers. And this is an example where you want to drop that quad quake in earlier. He gets the lure with his hogs, and he needs to go ahead and do the old-fashioned anchor and kill it with barbarians and wizards. But I would actually quad quake right in the beginning before I did anything else, just so I have it. I mean, it's always good to get that out of the way. That way you don't forget. Your units don't go a different way. Whatever happens. And since he's going to quad quake to get into that core compartment, it has nothing to do with the funneling. So he's using some minions to funnel up top, wizards as well. Very nice use of those. And has a couple wall breakers just to get into that first compartment, which he's using right here. So that's good. I think, I think they died to the. Unfortunately, they died to the mortar. It's just bad timing. Finally, make it in there, and look at how small this compartment is. They're going to get done with these things real fast. And now he drops the quad quake. If he would have dropped that quad quake earlier, there, maybe could have focused on the hogs a little bit more or something like that. It's just there's just they don't affect the funneling in a negative way. So, which we'll see in a different video in this recap of what I mean by that. So the kill squad's tripping some of these giant bombs. Hogs are moving in counterclockwise fashion, and still has another heal for them. There is still a Golemite up, I think. That king is up with his ability, so he's still going to be able to tank for quite a bit longer, especially after using that ability. Really nice use of those hogs up top to go ahead and take care of those defenses while the king is tanking. And those hogs, I think, will go ahead and take care of these last two and loses a bunch to spring traps. But that king is going to go ahead and make it through the rest of the battle. And the hogs are on cleanup, so we are almost all done with this attack. Very nicely done. Nice attack. Completely crushing his base. Has plenty of hogs left to do cleanup. All right. Number 20. Number 20 is a cleanup attack, but we really want to focus on how we eliminated the giant bombs. The giant bombs are right underneath the town hall, in between the air defense and the mortar. So he's going to go ahead and send some hogs in here to get the lure and to eliminate those defenses that he'll use later on to go ahead and take care of that double giant bomb. So trips the skelly traps, which is always good. Has to use a double poison here. And with that new patch that's going to come up, the new change, you won't be able to do this, but you might as well take advantage of while you can. So there's a couple Valkyries in there, Loons and Wizard, so they'll be taken out by these double poisons. And now he's only going to have to use a cold-blooded entry. This golem is really just there to tank. It's not there to get a good push, so he can eliminate, or he doesn't have to use a full shattered or a huge push by the kill squad to accomplish what he wants. Needs to kill that archer tower. Now he's going to go ahead and send a handful of hogs, and their job is really just to trigger giant bomb or eliminate the pathing to the double giant bomb. They'll actually accomplish both. They will take care of that one double giant bomb in the double of the set, and then they'll also eliminate the pathing to go across it again. But at this point, there's only 2 giant bombs left. They're singles, as one was part of a double giant bomb set, so he'll heal in that one that he knows of. It will get triggered. They will be standing completely in heals, so they'll take care of that. And then he'll go ahead and use another heal, which I don't know if that's really necessary, as he loses just holy spring traps. Just loses tons of hogs to springs, and he's going to lose a lot more here. But heals up these hogs. Unfortunately, can't heal through spring traps. So boom, there we go. Loses some more there. But these hogs are standing in heals as they're getting pounded on by the king and the skelly traps. And we'll take out this wizard tower, Tesla, and then mortar. And that double giant bomb was eliminated, so there's no reason for them to pass through that anymore. So just a very, very nice attack. The king has used his ability up top, and everybody's in cleanup mode. Those hogs are unfortunately going to get pummeled on and picked on by that king. He's gonna be the typical bully that when he actually goes across a big mob that can take him out, he'll walk back. But we're in cleanup mode, and we're all finished here. So good job to our nice 3-star cleanup. Okay, number 22. Gonna check 2D using the GoVaLo, and we got a lot of GoVaLos on this one with quad quake. And on this one, this is where you don't use your quad quake, because he's actually going to use. He's brought wall breakers. Oh, actually, that's fine. So he uses his quad quake in there, and he uses it early, so it doesn't affect his funneling. He's going to go ahead and drop his golems. They're still going to pound on the walls to get to the defense, and he can drop his wizards around to go ahead and do the funneling. So very nicely done, getting that quad quake in early. Now these wall breakers can go down. The funneling is just about complete. And he can drop his Valkyries and his king in there, and they're going to deviate just a little bit, take out that Dark Elixir drill, but then they're going to start making their way in there. So he rages up the kill squad, which unfortunately doesn't have too many wizards. Those wizards have got to get off that cannon and start making their way. There we go. Now they'll focus on that dragon, take it down with one shot. And 2 air defenses are down. Very nice deployment of those loons up top where those air defenses have been taken down. Just really, really nice execution on this one. And the golems are making their way in through the rest of this base. They're going to trigger the giant bombs there, which really make no difference, unfortunately. The wizards get taken out, but they need to take out this last air defense, and that king does it, so we can deploy the rest of the loons. So we're pretty much in cleanup mode, as this base is completely crushed at this point. That Tesla's doing its best to hang on there and defend the base, but too many loons. Golems is still up, wizards, king, Valkyrie's still up, everybody. I'm actually still up right now too. I don't want to get some sleep, but I'm still up. So we're going to finish the rest of these tacks. 23, I think, is what I have written down here. 2D getting a 6-star war. We haven't seen a mass hog yet, and I think this might be the only mass hog that we have here. Uses that giant to go ahead and trigger the double giant bomb and grab the lure. You can do the same thing with the barbarian, but you know what? No big deal. Double poison, so take advantage of it while you can to go ahead and take care of that dragon and loon in the clan castle. And now we're going to go ahead and do our hog attack. So drops the giant in there to tank for those point defenses, and we're going to do a counterclockwise surgical type of deployment. Still has 23 hogs left as he's deploying this. Starts going around the horn and has 2 more heals left over to here. That king will start pounding and beating on these poor hogs. Still has I think 13 more hogs left to deploy. 5 of them in the clan castle. Still uses that second heal. The hogs are standing in heals on that giant bomb trigger, and yeah, he's deployed his clan castle hog, so he uses that last and final heal there, and drops the king in there to tank that cannon for those hogs. So they're making their way through the rest of the space, and that king, the enemy king, starts running back as he knows what's going to be in store for him very, very soon. Has tons and tons of hogs to go ahead and take care of this base. They will smack down that king right here and take care of that clan castle building, and then we'll take care of the 6-star clan wars for 2D and the 3-star for this base. Very, very nice attack. And number 25, Gringo, going to the GoVaLo. And this is an example where you want to wait before deploying your quad quake. So he brings quad quake here as well as 2 poisons, so he's only going to be left with 1 heal left over. Drops the giant in there to grab the clan castle, and I think he does like an old school poison and barbarians and wizards to kill this clan castle. So let's speed things up. Yeah, there we go. So barbarians and wizards, and that loon finally gets in there, but unfortunately it's not going to be affected by that poison, so he'll hang on. He's got to create the funnel here and got to create the the pathing for his other units. So he does not want to drop the quad quake yet. He doesn't want those golems to reroute. He needs those side buildings to be targeted on the golems, and get his thing underway. Sends that 1-for-1 trade up top of that hog. Love that. That's just absolutely perfect. Now he can quad quake as the funneling is just about done, and and then he can route his king and his Valkyries into this core. Drops the clan castle Valkyries as well as his own, and they'll start making their way in here. Look at those ripe and juicy air defenses that are just waiting to be plucked. Loses Valkyries to spring traps. I think lost 2 of them, which is very unfortunate. But he does have a heal, which he's going to use right heal here, and they're going to make their way through the core. They take out the enemy king and take out those air defenses. Really nice timing as well. That last air defense just goes down just in time for these loons not to get crushed by them. And we're almost in cleanup mode. A couple Valkyries up, king is still up, and those loons are way, way up in the air. So we are done. Okay, that cannon was wow, that was a close one. The last cannon, and we're all finished. Swags the poison, I think. I don't remember if he used it on the king, but I do remember that he got 3 stars. So nice attack. Now number 26, we've got our Keoki. What would it be without hitting a Keoki base, right? I mean, come on. So we've got the Keoki here in effect. Quad Quake, GoVaLo again, so we've hit this base with every single way except for mass goblins, and we're going to hit it with a GoVaLo here. Quad Quakes this into here, can take care of this clan castle by using the old-fashioned barbarian wizard method. Get used to that. We're going to be doing that all over again. And drops the cold-blooded entry here, or I'm sorry, shattered entry with 2 golems of his own, and the wizards to go ahead and funnel it. Has 2 wall breakers, so there really isn't any room for error here. If there is anything that goes wrong, they got to pound through the walls. But fortunately, it goes perfectly fine. Valkyries are in there, king is in there, and they're going to go ahead and take care of this enemy king really, really quickly. Have 2 heals for, I guess the core, but, you can actually use a heal for the loons if he needs to. Definitely get that one heal in there quickly, because you want to take care of your heals. You don't want to just use them. In this base, I would probably bring a heal and a rage just to get them through this base a little bit quicker. It's just a nitpicking. He does get the 3 stars and completely crushes it, so it's really no big deal. Can use the heal again here to heal through those double giant bomb hits. But we've got all the air defenses down. We've got everything down in the core. So it's up to these loons, and still has a couple more to deploy to just take out those straggler defenses that are focused on the the kill squad. So these loons are flying pretty much solo without any problems, except for those pesky skelly air traps. Those will do some serious damage. And finally, that wizard picks off the skelly trap. It's almost a little too late, as the base was already crushed at that time. And we've got one more, because I haven't seen this in a long time. Wee Willie's bringing a shattered GoHo, but he brings a rage, and I'm like, why is he bringing a rage? Without any Valkyries or heavy kill squad. And it's because he's bringing wizards in his clan castle. So haven't seen max wizards in a clan castle in a while for a Town Hall 8, or even a Town Hall 9 for that matter. It's just been a very, very long time. So he uses the double poison for this particular one, takes care of that, and then he's going to go ahead and throw a shattered 2 golems down there to funnel in here. Has to use wall breakers because does not have a quad quake. So down goes 1 golem, down goes the 2nd golem. And there really isn't too much to funnel left. I mean, he's got huge funnel already done. So that 1 wall breaker goes in, and then the other 3 decide to go to a completely different area just for the hell of it. But he's already opened up that core. So he sends the king in there, rages the king up, uses that ability just like Leroy Jenkins it, like, what the heck, let's go in, let's do it. And then sends his clan castle in there to go ahead and take care of some of these defenses. They will route in through the core with the king tanking. That poor golem is just pounding on the wall. At least he's got the help of the wizard to get through. He's like, come on, man, there's just the opening right down right a couple blocks down. Those clan castle wizards do avoid that double giant bomb, which would have been the end for them, but they're going to do some serious damage here, running around in rage, taking out a lot of these buildings, and the hogs on the back end with a couple of heals to take care of these defenses that the kill squad is tanking. These wizards are still up and running. I mean, they're even going to get a little partial of that heal for the hogs, and they're going to make it through the rest of this raid of that golem tanking. There's only one more Tesla up. We're all done, and then the last giant bomb was triggered. So, barring any spring traps, these wizards have it made, and they're just going to go ahead and tear through the rest of this base with those hogs. So I like the difference. I mean, everybody brings 5 extra clan castle hogs, which is a very good thing to bring. But Wee Willie shows us, you know what? You can bring max wizards in there, and they will go ahead and wreck a base too. So very, very nice attacks by our Town Hall 8s. We really enjoyed the war there. And, hopefully you guys enjoyed watching these attacks. Go ahead and get used to the compositions, get used to the deployment, the timing, the spells to bring, and go ahead and get to your 6-star clan wars and practice those 3-star attacks.